Ms. Slaughter.
Gentlelady is recognized for 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I thank the gentleman for yielding to me. Mr. Speaker, there are no Democrats on this bill. I don't know what all this bipartisan talk is about. Mr. Levin didn't even see it. None of us knew.
Would the gentleman yield? I'll explain
if you don't mind, I'd like to get through my speech.
Okay.
We've heard this all day. I understand that there's a great hope for a number of Democrat votes. I don't know how that will turn out. But frankly, I don't think that this bill will ever see the light of day anyway. There's no support for it much in the Senate, and the President said he won't sign it. So what I'm hopeful for is that when we really get down to business here, we can have a bipartisan bill. It's possible to do that. Just invite the Democrats to take part in it. But let me make it clear that you cannot call a thing bipartisan if there's not a single Democrat on it. And also, a motion to recommit is nowhere near a substitute bill, which we were not allowed to do. But instead of extending the tax cut to the middle class and its assistance to the unemployed, this majority is holding the middle class hostage in order to extract concessions for their friends in big oil. Furthermore, instead of asking those with the most to help those with the least, which is what we're supposed to do, today's bill asks millions of seniors to pay more for health care. In exchange, the majority will graciously continue the federal unemployment insurance programs, although they are grievously cut, and 10 states will get a waiver not to have to pay unemployment insurance at all. So that's a sort of Russian roulette idea. They cut the maximum number of weeks, and they make them as Christmas is right upon us. That is the time of goodwill toward men, women, and children who are out of work for no fault of their own. And in a country where there are 4 persons applying for each and every available job, that gives us some idea of how dire it is to face this Christmas and the rest of this year without a job. Why can't the grand old party help the middle class without demanding a quid pro quo? May I have another minute, Mr.
I yield the gentleman another additional minute.
Why can't they serve the middle class without playing Secret Santa for special interests like the Keystone XL? In addition to the misguided brinksmanship of the majority, today's bill flies in the face of regular order, makes a mockery of the majority's cut-go rules for all bills. And we've seen in Rules Committee the fact that it's been waived many times. Today it is waived yet again, and says to the Office of Management and Budget and the Congressional Budget Office that they count the savings in this bill but not the costs. If only middle-class families could use that kind of accounting. This is hardly a deliberate and thoughtful legislative process, a process that the majority promised us when they assumed office almost 12 months ago. So because of the rush process of the legislative acrobatics used to mask the true cost of the bill, I strongly oppose today's rule and the underlying legislation and urge my colleagues to vote no and yield back the balance of my time.
The gentlelady yields.